أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عادوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون.
جزاكم الله خير. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد فالسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We have entered the 18th day today. 18th, 1-8. Out of 29 or 30 days, take away 18. The balance will be 12 at most, or 11. So we thank Allah the Almighty for His gifts, for His bounties, for His ni'mah, for His karam, you see, for His incalculable beauties, because He says, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَظَلُومٌ كَفَّارٌ. If you are both, if you are to take into account Allah's favors on you, you wouldn't be able to do that. He says, قُلْ لَوْ كَانَ الْبَحْرُ مِدَادًا لِكَلِمَاتِ رَبِّي لَنَفِدَ الْبَحْرُ قَبْلَ أَن تَنْفَدَ كَلِمَاتُ رَبِّي وَلَوْ جِئْنَا بِمِثْلِهِ مَدَدًا. If the waters of the world were to be turned into ink and the trees into pens, good writers are there taken into account, you will not be able to do that. So part of His beauties, His favors on us is the greatest of Iman. So guard your Iman. Guard it well. In every given situation, maintain your Iman. And you can't do that until you ask Allah to come to your aid. That is what we say always. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Only you we worship, and you only we seek for His aid and assistance. Allahumma sa'idna, Allahumma a'inna ala anfusina. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. The ayah recited by our Qari, Barakallahu fi, who heard it, is ayah 177 in Surah Al-Baqarah. What is the ayah talking about? Yesterday I told you, and I do believe you will know the answer. What is the central theme of the ayah? Talking about what?
The definition of al-birr.
Yeah, I know. The general theme. What is it?
Al-birr.
Al-birr. How did we explain the word al-birr? Any attempt? It's my wish, it's my desire that if a lecture is given, when I go out, I have something held, memorized, known. Yes, my brother.
This is the ability to be good always.
Barakallahu fikum. We'll take that one. The word ability is very important here, because the opposite of ability is inability. Am I correct? Or disability. So the ability to be good always. Well, can somebody be always good? It depends what you mean. I believe all the Muslims, if they are true Muslims, they are always good. Because on their lip always is La ilaha illallah. Any goodness better than this one? No. Al-Kalim al-Tayyib. Yeah. In their heart is Tawheed. Unless if somebody drifts away from the right way. And that is not affordable. So that is Al-Bir. The ayah quoted talks about Al-Bir. Now I said the ayah analyzes how many conditions for you to maintain Al-Bir. 10. Jazakumullah khair. So far, how many have we been able to talk about yesterday?
6.
Yeah. 6. We mentioned 5 concerning what the Aqidah, the Iman. And number 6, under it there are subtitles. 6 as well. ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين. These 5. Then number 6, وآت المال. That's our point there. We progress. Then Allah says وآت المال, and he gives, he donates, he surrenders his mal. What is mal?
The wealth.
The wealth. Beautiful. Not only cash. I said even your cap is part of your mal. Your landed property is part of your mal. Your ring in your hand is part of your mal. Your shoes are your mal. If you donate your slippers to somebody, you are donating a mal. You call somebody in home back Africa, hey, go to my house, occupy 1 room for the next 1 year without a single penny, free. You are donating a part of your mal. And that's very beautiful. You say, well, I am a farmer in Africa back home. Go to my granary, not granary, the storage where food is stored. Go and collect 3 bags of rice. Free. Coverless. Okay? Seedless. Free. Even though I love it, but take it. I love what is in Allah's hand more. So, وَآتَ الْمَالَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ. To whom does it give? He said, ذَوِي الْقُرْبَى. That is number 1. Under 6, item 6 under 6, before going to 7. ذَوِي الْقُرْبَى. Those near you. Your blood connections. You first prefer them. Yeah. Because each and every human being is connected through blood relations and marriage, matrimony. In Surah 25, Ayah 54. Give me the ayah. هو الذي خلق من الماء. Shall I give you? Take this one. Now.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم والذي خلق من الماء وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا فجعله نصبا وصهرا وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا فجعله نصبا وصهرا وكان ربك قديرا.
Very clear. Is ayah number 54 in surah number 25 Al-Furqan, and is connected to the ayah under discussion. The ayah of our focus is ayah 177, surah number 2. Because Quran, one part translates the other part. Yeah. وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا فجعله نصبا بالسين وصهرا بالصاد صهرا بالهاء not sihra. That will be sihr, black magic. No. فَجَعَلَهُ نَسَبًا وَكَانَ رَبُّكَ قَدِيرًا. It is Allah who created man from water. Allahu Akbar. Min al-ma, drop of sperm. Then the woman takes in. From water, we made him nasaban, interconnected through the blood and through marital relationships. You are somebody's son-in-law, or fathers-in-law, or the like. The point here is, man is connected through blood. So the one with whom you are connected is dhawil qurba, your elder brother, younger brother, your nephew, your auntie, your uncle paternally or maternally. Take wealth, give unto them, as if you don't want it. You want it. But وَيُؤْثِرُونَ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ وَلَوْ كَانَ بِهِمْ what? خَصَاصَةٌ. They prefer others even though they are in want themselves. That is an excellent attitude. We ask Allah to give us such. So ذَوِي الْقُرْبَى, and then وَالْيَتَامَى, and the orphans. Orphan, an orphan, O-R-P-H-A-N-T, orphan. Who is an orphan? Now, we said somebody, a little boy or girl or a child who lost his father, his father, not mother, before reaching puberty. If a little boy or girl loses his or her father, then he or she is indeed an orphan, not the mother. Because the father is the breadwinner, is the chief in the house, is not responsible. But he is an orphan when it comes to maternal sides, literally, before reaching poverty. And the position of an orphan is very, very important. I said yesterday, if you feel bad in your mind and your heart, go around, place your hands on the head of an orphan. Give him something. That made me to make observation yesterday that here the Muslim community living here. I ask myself and I ask you all, do you have a house called orphanage for taking care of the orphans? Boys are left, the parents are dying. Somebody came from Africa and he died there in New York or any part of USA, leaving behind little kids. It is our responsibility as Muslim Ummah to say, where are the kids? We want to have the senses of the children that are uncatered for. Take them to an orphanage. Their clothing should be our responsibilities. Most importantly, their education. Because if you educate somebody, you have equipped him. He is informed. And I have been saying, if you are informed, you are formed. If you are misinformed, you are deformed. Educate a child, an orphan most especially. He will never forget you. Adopt an orphan in your house. Allahu Akbar. If one of us dies here and the kids are just underage, 7, 8, 6, go and meet the community, the masjid imam, the jama'ah. I am calling you to witnesses that I am adopting the son or the daughter of my neighbor who has passed away, for the sake of Allah. I don't want anybody's appreciation but Allah's appreciation. How wonderful you will be. May Allah give us the capacity to do it. If you take such a boy or girl, have it written, documented, he is not my son. but I am adopting him for the sake of Allah. In case I die, he will not inherit me. That is Sharia. And tell the members of the house, your wife, hey, be careful of this boy. Treat him well. Don't do something to him to feel as if he is ostracized, he is excommunicated. Don't do that. That is an added value. Are we behaving this way? It can happen to you, to me. It's a matter of time. Any community living anywhere without something like this has a huge gap to be filled. I want to tell you this one. Wallahi al-Azim. We cannot afford to live just without things like this. And that means we have to love one another, to be united. The good feelings of your brother is my feeling as well. If he is ill, I should feel ill as well. That is brotherhood in Islam. He is sick. The next time I hear the information, I am by his doorside. I am here to say salam to you. If his father or mother passes away, go and condole him. Don't say, I am too busy. This is your business number one. وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين. الله أكبر. Masakin is the plural form of miskin. Who is miskin?
Poor person.
Yeah, the indigent. Not indigent, the indigent. Who is in want. Poor. Who is poorer? Fakir or miskin? Is a different scholastic discourse. They are saying, well, miskin is more in need than the fakir. But the keywords, the common denominator is that he is in need, he is also in need. Miskin. Give it unto him. ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل. Number 4. Under 6. Ibn Sabil is the wayfarer, somebody on a journey, on a trip, traveling from New York City here, for example, to California, to Arizona, to Massachusetts, wherever. And he comes and tells us, I am short of cash, transport money. Please, Ya Ummah, help me. If we are okay, we give it to him. Either we give him the money, or we go, we delegate, one of us go and buy the ticket for him. If we suspect foul play, if there is something fishy, but do something for him. That may occur to you one day. You can be stranded. You need help. Ibn Sabil what? Wasa'ilin, and those who ask. How does he ask? Yes, he is pushed by the necessity. He is coerced and compelled to the point of asking. He has been resisting asking, but the need has been resisting his resolve. So he is pushed. Please help me. For 3 days I have never tasted food. It happened. Wallah, it happened. For 3 consecutive days I have never tasted food. And I can't keep quiet. The Ummah is here. When he tells you, you feel touched. So, oh, subhanallah. Let me narrate a story to you. In 2016, I was on a journey from Cotonou back to my place, Kano, in Nigeria. So in the border, Cotonou and Lagos, I was about to enter a commercial vehicle, take me to Lagos. catch flight to Kano. A man came to me. He said, I can remember, he was from the Gambia. I'm here to secure job opportunity, but I've never tasted food. I've forgotten the days he told me. I felt shattered. Then I felt it was bad if I shouldn't do something. On asking people in the place, where can we get food? To my surprise, what he needed, the guy, was just little amount of money, like 300 Nigerian naira, not up to a cent here. I said, what? So I asked somebody, where do you sell food? And someone else came to the rescue. He was in need of nothing, just to eat and let him gain his power and stamina. How many people like him in that kind of situation? Anywhere in the world, even here, unless he has spoken. If you come across a situation like this, it is as if Allah is sending to you a golden opportunity that shouldn't be missed. وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والصائلين وفي الرقاب. How many? Under item 6, subtitle 6, before going to 7. وفي الرقاب, they give their wealth for setting free a servant. That is a riqab. Somebody is under someone's possession, his slave, under bondage. The money you have, go and set him free. In Islamic history, do you know the name of a Sahabi, a companion that lived, some say, for more than 300 years before he died? He was under bondage of a Jewish man. Later, the Sahaba did everything possible to set him free. Who was that? Waiting for your answer. I said it last year. No answer? I'll give you option. Say it, don't murmur. Say it if you know. A. Bilal. B. Salman al-Farisi. C. Suhaib al-Rumi. Choose. Then why did you keep quiet? Salman al-Farisi was the man. The Sahaba came together, they set him free. So you can take your money and set somebody, okay, now slavery is no longer, but free somebody from poverty. Set him free from ignorance. He said, I am about to be sent away from school. I cannot settle the school fee. They belong to you. That is 6. Then it goes back again. ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والصائلين وفي الرقاب. Number 6, 7, وأقام الصلاة. Look at the beauty of the sequence of the Quranic verse. Talked about aqidah, then it brings what? Mu'amala, how you keep somebody through your money. Then it goes back to prayer. So you can see the ayah contains my discourse previously. Aqidah, Ibadah, Mu'amala. In this particular ayah 177. Wa aqama salat, number 7. And for you to attain al-bir, you have to establish the prayer. Because aqama is from al-iqama. Iqama is to make something stand firm. وَأَنْتَ الْمُقِيمُ, the one making it start firm. The prayer is the muqam. So وَأَقَامَ الصَّلَاةَ, he establishes the prayer. 5 daily prayer. During our SD here in Mount of Masjid, alhamdulillah, we establish prayer, mashallah. We only ask Allah to accept all from all of us. We prayed Jama'ah, alhamdulillah, subh, dhuhr, asr, maghrib, isha. That is our duty on daily basis. It is for that we've been created. You thank Allah that Allah has made you know this is your duty. Some don't raise their head to that. So you thank Allah for that. Aqama salat means you have to know salat. It's obligatory parts, the optional parts, the things that make it invalidated, vitiated. This thing shall be known by you all, by all of us. وَأَقَامَ الصَّلَاةَ number 7. وَآتَ الزَّكَاةَ number
7.
no 8. And he gives zakat. We talked about zakat. He gives zakat. وَأَقَامَ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتَ الزَّكَاةَ وَالْمُوفُونَ بِأَهْدِهِمْ إِذَا عَاهَدُوا. Number what? 9. Number 9, for you to achieve al-birr after all the qualities. Number 9, وَالْمُوفُونَ بِأَهْدِهِمْ, they fulfill their promises. You promise to give your friends a gift of a pen. I'm going to give you. Fulfill it, unless you have forgotten. I will give you a cellular phone free. Give it to him. For example, don't say I will. Say Insha'Allah. Because وَلَا تَقُولَنَّ لِشَيْءٍ إِنِّي فَاعِلٌ ذَلِكَ غَدًا إِلَّا what? أَنْ يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ وَاذْكُرْ رَبَّكَ إِذَا نَسِيتَ وَقُلْ عَسَىٰ أَنْ يَهْدِيَنِي لِأَقْرَبَ مِنْ هَذَا رَشَدًا. So they fulfill the promises. Finally, number 10. وَالصَّابِرِينَ فِي الْبَأْسَاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ وَحِينَ الْبَأْسِ. How many? How many?
10.
And they are those, quality number 10, to achieve al-birr, who are patient fil ba'asa, during difficulties, wadara, and afflictions. You see him, he is sick, but you won't see any sign of as if he is angry with Allah. A'udhu billah. Smiles over his face. The secret is because of Iman. He doesn't have it. He says, Alhamdulillah, ala kulli hal. Ala kulli hal. Ala kulli hal. Urwatu ibn Zubayr, rahmatullahi alayhi, a good account, and the account has been established during a Khalifa in Syria left Mecca one day on a visit to Syria. Urwa, the son of Zubayr ibn al-Awwam, he went to pay a visit in Syria. Unfortunately, he got an attack of a cancer in his leg. Astaghfirullah. Nas'alullah al-afiyah. It started with a tetanus, and the leg got rotten. La ilaha illallah. They said, well, the doctors then have said the leg has to be amputated. Na'udhu billah. Should we give you something to intoxicate you, to remove the pain? He said, what? How can I use something alcoholic to remove the pain on something Allah has declared on me? Let me start prayer, then I will never feel of anything. Come on, amputate it. The degree of the Iman. He started and the leg was amputated. or amputate it. La ilaha illallah. Allahumma sallimna. Allahumma afina. Urwa. In that process, he went to Syria with his little boy called Muhammad. The boy went to places where the kings kept their horses. As will be the case with the little boy, the boy went playing with the horse, and the horse gave him a strong beating with his leg at his heart, and he fell down dead. The leg was taken away, and the son was taken away. Urwa ibn Zubayr looked at his amputated leg. He looked at it. He said, Wallah, Allah knows I have never used you going to any place where Allah doesn't want. When you were with me, you didn't carry me to anywhere where Allah doesn't want. Yet it happened to him what happened. That is the level of your place in the eyes of Allah, if Allah says so on you. But we seek for Allah's protection and afiyah. Then he said, what can I say to Allah? He gave me 4 legs, meaning 2 hands and 2, and Allah has taken 1. He gave me 4 kids, he's taken 1. Allahumma lakal hamd. That is a believer. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوءِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون. Quran 2, 155, 6 and 7. We shall try you, we shall test you. Because this world in the eyes of Allah is not as important as the leg of a mosquito. Wallah. In a riwayah, لو كانت الدنيا تزن عند الله جناح بعوضة لما سقى كافرا شربة ماء. If this world is as valuable as the leg of a mosquito, Allah wouldn't have given a kafir water to drink. So why do you kill us about the world? Listen. لو كانت الدنيا تزن عند الله Janaha ba'uda, the wing of a mosquito. What is a mosquito? Let alone its wing. Imagine if the world is important like the weight of the wing, Allah wouldn't have given a kafir water to drink. Real life awaits you there. Real life awaits you there. But then walk. So Urwa was patient, barakallahu fiqh, was patient, tolerant, enduring. That is patience. So Allah says, وَالصَّابِرِينَ فِي الْبَأْسَاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ وَحِينَ الْبَأْسِ. Number 10 he says, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ الصَّدَقُوا. With these 10 qualities of albir, they are those who are truthful in their iman. أولئك هم المتقون. Actually, they are the God-fearing ones. اللهم اجعلنا منهم. اللهم اعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداء الدين وانصر عبادك المؤمنين والمجاهدين يا رب العالمين. اللهم سلمنا من كل عيوب. اللهم زينا بالعافية والصحة والإيمان والأموال الصالحة الطيبة يا رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Any questions, sir?
Two questions.
Only two. He says only two. Wow.
We had two from yesterday.
Yeah, remind me yesterday's question. What is it?
Three, and that's it.
Can you remember yesterday's question? We shall go back to it. Remind me. Otherwise, we'll skip it until remember.
I don't think he's here. Let's take.
Okay. MashaAllah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, I know the rulings on sometimes somebody builds a house or he gets a property and then he decides to bring some ulama to come and make dua and then recite the Quran.
Yes, you see, when Allah blesses someone, may Allah bless us all. Would say a property, a big house, beautiful car, you name it. This is something good. If it is through legitimate sources. So he says, well, in my effort to show thankful to Allah, I want to thank him by inviting a scholar to read Quran. Why can't you do it yourself? Do it yourself. Because a Muslim is expected to be able to open the Quran and read it. Read it. But he can't. So please share, come and read for me. I believe you are better than me. It's not bad. Then he tells you, okay, you are giving me an assignment. Pay me. You have to pay. It's not bad. But let's be careful. Don't give it to somebody who has made Quran as a way of eating and drinking. Be careful. It's not bad with these conditions. Or you can throw a walima if you like, if you feel like doing that. Slaughter rams, chickens, invite the poor people. Join me in thanking Allah for this thing. Let it be a stepstone to another bigger house in Al-Jannah. So if conditions are taken into consideration, it is okay. Wallahu a'lam wa bihi tawfiq.
Sheikh, mine is not a question, just a statement. So,
Okay.
You touched a lot of points from yesterday to today regarding our community, our neighbor, the way we're supposed to be living. And then it's been 3 years today being here in this masjid. There are a lot of things that you ask us to do in this masjid. None of them has been achieved. Not even a library. Sheikh, this is the library we got right there. One. The second, last 2 years you asked us to have a council, leaders, who can counsel marriage in case any marriage is in problem. Those who can get into it and solve it. It wasn't done. The third, you asked us to have a committee that can help any one of us who came like from Africa, how to get in, to get his studies. This, as a community, nothing was done. Today and yesterday, we talked talking about orphanage. Check. That thing is really hurting me deeply on life. So I'm not going to ask a question. What I want is, I pray inshallah after Ramadan, Sheikh, we want you to sit down with you to reform our masajid, to just do things. It's not just to come and pray. Wallahi, we have a lot of things that we need to do, but we are not the one making decisions. We don't have a say. We only hear. That's it. But things that you are saying, wallahi, man, since you start doing tafsir, it touches me, and I can go home sometimes, I can sleep. But I'm not going to ask you a question. I just want you, Imam, after Ramadan, we're going to have this assembly right here and restructure our condition to just live as Muslims instead of just people just coming, big book, pray, and then go home.
Yeah, wa alaikum salam. Jazakallah khair. Really, I appreciate your effort in remembering some things I have even forgotten. To me, this is a sign that there is commitment in one's heart, really. But you see, reforming, restructuring is not my duty alone. All of us. I thank the brother for remembering those things I have mentioned. Mine is to come and contribute my little quota. That's the opportunity. Tomorrow it may not be possible for me to come, or next tomorrow. It is in the hand of Allah the Almighty. Mine is to make sure that my ummah, my community, brothers and sisters, we live together and try to salvage any problem together. You have at least 3 masajid here. You need to be together. Here, Mount Hope, Enkasa and Nasr. It's very important to have the spirit of teamwork. The issue, for example, I mentioned of the issue of orphanage is crucially crucial. If I talk, that's the best I can do. Then the issue of after Ramadan we sit, the issue maybe will handle by the Imam and those concerned. You know, after Ramadan, a lot of demands come to me. At times I have to just say no. I have to prepare and get back home too, because I have a lot of things back home as well. But because that is what you should live for. The best you can do, make sure you send across a word across the world. Perchance Allah looks at you and forgive you. That is what we need. But if we can come and talk a simple issue, I just listen. I say Allahu Akbar, that's all. Without changing me, I'm afraid. I am afraid. But the teacher should keep on saying. Theirs is to say. But let's see practical translation of those things. I appreciate the way he remembered those 3 things, one by one. He can say, look at our library. Look at this and that. Please. Wallahi, our neighbors who are non-Muslims, you wonder about how meticulous some are. If they arrive a city, they make sure anybody coming will contact the leaders concerned. They go to the airport and welcome him. They have him seated. They drill him on the situation of the cities. What do you want to do? Selling drugs, medicine? This is the process. Driving a car? This is the process. At least he wouldn't be in wilderness. Be your brother's keeper. This is one out of. Marriage counseling, very important. Orphans, education. We are not only here to pray. Prayer is the mother, is everything. But the prayer, invest in us some actions. The prayer asks me to be truthful, to love my neighbor, to be respected, and the like. You hear our muaddin time to time talking about somebody has blocked driveway, for example. Is part and the parcel of maintaining good neighborhood in Islam. And you see that person, when he heard it, he rushes out. He wouldn't say, no, let whatever happen. No, that's not good. So these things is very important. So inshallah, if Allah wills, my brother, like I have said, the leaders concerned, maybe we'll have something to be done. Last year, for example, if you remember, alhamdulillah, I asked the Imam to collect for me the kids or the youth in the community, because I believe they are the ones growing. They have the future. The fathers are likely to die before them. It's in the hand of Allah. Try and do something. Some of you were born here, I was telling them. Then try and do something that your parent will be proud of you. If you leave them without togetherness, the wives organize for them a lecture, especially for the ladies. Talk critically to them. 2 days will be able to live together and carry things together by the grace of Allah. So thank you for that observation. May Allah make it possible for us to restructure our situations, inshallah. Khalas?
Should be last question from here, or you okay? Somebody from here. Kenny. Okay. This should be the last.
It's like
when something happened to you good, or God have done something to you good, which ways in a somatic manner that you can appreciate it and thank God for it?
Yeah. Allah says in Quran 14:7, وَإِذْ تَأَذَّنَ رَبُّكُمْ لَإِنْ شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ وَلَإِنْ كَفَرْتُمْ what? إِنَّ عَذَابِي لَشَدِيدٌ. Remember when your Lord has declared, because ta'adhan has commanded that if you thank me, I will increase you much. But if you deny me, that is kafartun. You should know my punishment is indeed severe. So if Allah blesses you, you have a marriage, alhamdulillah, you own property, you have new, you name it. What is the way according to Islam and Sunnah you should thank Him? I gave some instances. Number one, you say alhamdulillah alladhi bi ni'matihi tatimmu salihat. That's number one. If you are a good farmer, you are a farmer back home, for example, or here, you enter your farm, you see the crops, mashallah, greenish things. What should you say? You say, Masha Allahu la quwwata illa billah. That is the prayer if you enter your farm. وَلَوْلَا إِذْ دَخَلْتَ جَنَّةَ قُلْتَ مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ. Say that one. If it is a car, if it is a house, you promise Allah you will not use it in disobeying Him. It's a way of thanking Him. You have a good car, new car, don't carry something that is bad. Use the car, go to masjid. Give some people lift if you are okay. Some of the ways to thank Allah the Almighty. Not throwing party where men and women are intermingled. Don't do that. You can slaughter a ram to thank Allah the Almighty, because Allah has given you and denied others. You are not better than they are. They too are Allah's created servant, but Allah chooses you in order to try you. Okay? لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. These are some of the ways sunnatically one should use in thanking Allah the Almighty. Allahu Alam. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وإياكم. شوفوا الأخذ.
wani ya bar wani wasiƙa wajen nan na malam Yusuf mai kasuwa yau